Hi there, my name's Kramer. I'm a technical specialist here at Microsoft, and in this presentation, I, along with Marco Manzato and Jonathan Erbsman, two other technical specialists here at Microsoft, wanted to go over some of the main developments and improvements we've made as of late within Dynamics 365, in particular within the customer service workload. As for our agenda, we're going to be diving into four main topics: the innovation roadmap, what the omni-channel experience looks like for you in the cloud, artificial intelligence capabilities, and Dataverse benefits. We also have timestamps associated with each of these topics for you to jump around as most useful to you. So as stated earlier, the first thing we're looking at here is the innovation roadmap of D365. This is looking at it through a customer service lens. And of course, you can look at these individual bullet points and see what was added when, but a few that I just really wanted to point out was from 2014 on, just the really tailored integration and embedding of various Microsoft tools within other Microsoft tools. And in the 2016 to 2018 era, actually putting this tool on the cloud. So a lot of the benefits we'll be looking at today are cloud exclusive. In Microsoft's earlier on-premise versions of Dynamics for customer service, while you could see all of your cases in a list view, you could really only work in one case actively at a time. On top of that, customers didn't have a whole lot of flexibility in how they contacted you. We had the typical email and web routes, but things like setting up phone and social media connectors required a lot more configuration and low-level code. With Microsoft's new cloud-based solution, Dynamics 365 for customer service, also comes the omni-channel and multi-session experiences. Agents no longer need to just stick to one case at a time. They can manage multiple customers and multiple cases simultaneously through that customer's preferred method of communication. The reality of managing a large number of customer service agents with different skill sets and skill levels comes with the challenge of making sure each agent is being utilized most efficiently. You don't want an overskilled agent working on entry-level tasks while an underskilled agent is assigned cases that they're not capable of fixing. So you can actually tie skills to each of those agents and then have cases automatically be routed that are most appropriate for them. One of D365's major innovations is phone integration and voice-to-text transcription. Here's an example.
Hello Adam, you're through to NP Dynamics. My name's Neil. How can I help you today?
Hi there, Neil. I've just seen a blog post on your website about the new voice channel in Omni-channel. I was wondering if you could tell me a bit about it.
Oh, it's really good. I think you'll really find it interesting. What specifically is it you're interested in?
Oh gosh, just a demo of it really. I've seen so many good things, as I say, in your blog post and elsewhere on the internet. I'd just really like to get hands-on with it if possible.
Brilliant. What I'll do is I'll create a case and we'll ask somebody to give you a call.
Yeah, that'd be
any
brilliant.
particular time that's good, or can I call you any time tomorrow?
Any time tomorrow's fine.
Okay, I'll get one of our top salesmen to give you a bell and they can run you through all the different options and everything tomorrow.
At Microsoft, we know the relationship with a customer doesn't just end when a case is resolved. So after a case is resolved, we want to have the ability to send out surveys to those customers and gather feedback on their experience. Did we resolve what they needed to resolve? Was it a generally positive experience? If anything wasn't positive, how could we improve on that? So not only do we have the capability of gathering that feedback, we also have some built-in analytics tools that let us look at these things at more of a macro level.
Dynamics 365 Customer Service in the Cloud now includes Customer Service Insights, which improves productivity with an innovative AI capability. Customer Service Insights is then used to determine our number one volume case driver. We can drill down into the dashboard to find out why. On the dashboard, we can notice that we have a volume increase in the cases on this topic. We also notice that our agents are using immeasurable amount of time to resolve these cases. To turn these insights into actions, we can either create knowledge-based articles, or we can empower our AI virtual agent to create recommendations related to coffee machine doesn't work and proactively free up the agents to go and work on more critical cases within the organization. If we look at our knowledge-based articles, we can then go and use our knowledge analytics, where we can gain insights in the same way about our knowledge-based articles within Customer Service Insights. So within closing, Customer Service Insights was instrumental in improving agent productivity within the organization. Within Dynamics Omni-channel, we can use a chatbot to communicate with a live agent within an organization. As you can see here, I've established a live connection with an agent within the organization. If we look at the sentiment analysis on the chat, as you noticed, we typed unhappy. You'll notice that we have sentiment analysis, and you can see right up here, as you can see, it shows slightly negative. So we use AI on the back end to record all the sentiment analysis within a conversation, whether it's a chatbot, whether it's a voice call. We can then go and make use of those analysis as well. Within the omni-channel engagement, we can also pick up all the customer information. We can then see who it is. We can then personalize that call, and that's where AI comes in once again. So once we have that chat coming through, we know who we are communicating with. We can then also use AI in Smart Assist, where we actually have AI suggesting knowledge-based articles. We have AI suggesting case suggestions, so we can quickly resolve this incoming question from the chatbot. Within the actual customer details, we can go and view additional details about this customer. We can see recent cases. We can see a timeline on what has occurred with this customer before. We will actually get a timeline recording and showing you all the interactions that we have with this customer right there in the timeline section. So with this, we use AI extensively to go and do sentiment analysis, do Smart Assist, thus giving us service rep productivity tools, making case closure a lot quicker. Within Dynamics, we can convert cases to knowledge-based articles. Once a case has been closed, we go through and convert that case into a knowledge-based article. Within knowledge-based articles, we can then go and edit, and we have different stages. As in cases, we have the business process ribbon, where knowledge-based articles can be created and published. We're going to do a knowledge-based article search as well, so we can go and look for a certain knowledge base that's been published within the system. The big customer service insights is the idea that we can go over here and we can gain insights from our knowledge-based articles. So go and have a look at analytics, and we can then view what's happening with those knowledge-based articles. We can view the articles, and this is where AI comes in. Within this AI, we can then go and view our search count, average ranking, and we can actually go and view what was the top search knowledge-based article. So we can actually go and view and see that our top knowledge-based article was used, which is not used that often. We go and view our search count, and with these insights, we can then determine whether our knowledge-based article has been successful or if we need to change up the knowledge-based article. This is where customer service insights gives us those insights against the articles that we create. Otherwise, we would not know if they were successful.
The Microsoft Dataverse easily structures a variety of data and business logic to support interconnected applications and processes in a secure and compliant manner. The main benefits of the Microsoft Dataverse include: one consolidated data source with no connections or need to maintain hardware. The Microsoft Dataverse also offers backend infrastructure for all Power Platform modules. Low-level SQL administration is managed by Microsoft, acting as an easy-to-use SaaS data service. No to low-code management of data with intuitive graphical user interface is also included. Security, compliance, and scalability is managed by Microsoft. And finally, native integration and embedding capabilities exist across the Microsoft Power Platform, Outlook, Office, OneDrive, and Teams. A traditional database would need to layer applications over your data to handle things like security and business logic. But with the Microsoft Dataverse, all that is taken care of out of the box, allowing you to get right to data modeling, business applications, and presentation of data. Without Dataverse, building out the data infrastructure to enable business insights can be both time-consuming and expensive. It requires a variety of devices, applications, systems, services, and software as a service or SaaS products. This large and growing number of sources often consists of multiple data technologies that store different types of data, expose different APIs, and use a mixture of security models. The developers needed to create these technologies can be expensive and hard to find. With Dataverse, you can have everything in one place and ready to go, all on an adaptable low-code platform. Business rules can also be easily configured based on certain trigger points. So, why use the Microsoft Dataverse? The Microsoft Dataverse can quickly add business value with an extensible data platform that uses out-of-the-box common tables, extended attributes, semantic meanings, and an open ecosystem enabled by the common data model. The Dataverse can increase scalability and efficiency by boosting productivity and reducing costs and quickly developing applications, processes, and reusable data schemes. You can repeatably build, validate, and deploy your applications using GitHub and Azure DevOps. The Microsoft Dataverse makes your data work smarter. You can get more accurate insights by adding low-code artificial intelligence tools to your process automation. You can identify and resolve duplicated and conflicting data with a managed data platform that includes built-in business logic and rules. And security of a trusted platform also exists to protect your data with a robust security management infrastructure that provides critical security and compliance capabilities, such as advanced encryption, rich access control, and deep integration with Azure Active Directory. If you aren't familiar with Microsoft Dataverse, let's take a look at what's inside. Microsoft Dataverse is application programming interface first, meaning that everything you do in the Dataverse creates an API. These are the same APIs that are consumed by Power Apps, Power Automate, Artificial Intelligence Builder, and Power BI. But these APIs can also be consumed via custom applications built in Visual Studio or Xamarin. Immediately below the API, we have a rich security layer, ensuring that the right people can see the right data and auditing all across the way. From there, we get to our logic layer, where you can implement custom business logic. Because this logic is below the API, this ensures consistent business logic across all applications accessing your data. Then we get to the heart of the Dataverse, our data tier. This allows you to define the structure of your complex business data without writing code. And behind the scenes, we're putting your data in the right place using the optimal storage services provided by Azure. This allows us to seamlessly support practically any type of data, from relational data to log data to file data to search indexes to data stored in Azure Data Lake. Finally, no deployment of Dataverse lives alone. It must be integrated with other systems. We provide many ways to integrate Dataverse with external systems, from eventing to webhooks to data export.
You're probably wondering what's next and what does all of this mean for you? So first of all, I just want you to know, regardless of where you are in your cloud journey, Microsoft has the tools to help. If you're not sure where to start, we have a few options for the next step to take. First of all, we have a 3-minute self-guided tour of the customer service platform for you to review and feature highlights at your own leisure. Second of all, we encourage you to connect with your Microsoft representative or partner to begin the migration conversation, establish next steps, and understand the exclusive offers available to you. Finally, we encourage you to join the D365 migration community. It consolidates all of our migration resources into one easy-to-understand place while connecting you with expertise necessary to make timely, informed business decisions. I hope you found this information useful, and thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you in the cloud soon.